What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the March live stream of the Trains of Lark show. I am your host, Trains of Lark, and I've got the whole gang here. We got Trainman Dan, we got Wipeout, we got Will, and we've got a very special guest with us, Mr. Thomas from Mr. Thomas and His Trains, arguably the best freight cars out there in the country. Yes. How is everyone doing this evening?
Great.
Good.
I gotta say, man, it's
much better now.
It's been a wild month in this hobby, with the news of Lionel and just with all of that, and then of course, and then everything with TCA. But we won't go down that rabbit hole. but no. So Thomas, thanks so much for taking some time out of your weekend to hang out with us, chill, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, sir. Yeah, appreciate it. I'm glad to be on.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Like how did you end up in the hobby?
Yeah, so it's been about a year and maybe 2 months. My son's the one that actually got me into the hobby. He's just turned 9 years old. He's been into trains since I can remember. I just bought him trains to play with, Thomas and his trains, and then as he got older, he started messing with Legos and got into the powered trains and Legos. And then last Christmas, I think it was the Christmas before last, 2024. 2024. I found a set on Facebook Marketplace, and Lionel set from like 1991. It was brand new, still wrapped up in the wrapper. And I got it. I'm like, well, maybe he can play with this, not knowing that, okay, well, he needs a layout and he needs all these things. I didn't have a clue. So he unwrapped it for Christmas, and we took it out the box, and I'm like, oh, I done got myself into something now. And took it out the box, and like I said, we figured out we need layout. So I started, with the 5x9, bought a tennis table, and it just started from there. Just building it up for him and working on it every night. It's like, oh yeah, I really love this. It's something that takes me away from being at work all day. I don't have to think about nothing. I'm just working with my hands, and it was fun. And seeing my son's face every time I made progress on it, he was more excited and couldn't wait to actually run the trains. And man, the day we got to run that train, it was rewarding. It was fun, but it was a train that didn't have like any speed control, so it was one speed is ready to go. And it's like, we got to see if there's something else we can get. So we ended up buying a Mikado Lion Chief, and we ran that on the layout, and man, we were controlling the speed, and it just ran so smooth. And I was like, oh yeah, we're on to something now. And it started from there. So the train set that we bought for Christmas, then we bought the Mikado Lion Chief, and man, I was addicted. So I started building Christmas break. So let's just say January 1st, and maybe we were running trains by, I don't know, maybe March. And, before March was up, we were going to train shows and collection had started, so I give it all to my son. It's all because of him. Thomas and His Trains is something because of him, at that time, a 7-year-old, it's like, he doesn't know what he got started, so I owe it all to him. That's how it got started. Thomas and His Trains.
Yeah. That's awesome. So before we go any further, shout out to Jay and Sunset Third Rail, who they are watching us on Instagram. So we've got the J man in the house here. So just wanted to give a quick shout out here. So, but yeah, so I remember like you came on, I think like late 2024, like around early 2025, at least on Instagram. But I'll never forget the video that really stood out to me was that hip hop song, at least the hip hop rack, where you were showing off like the different trains, and then your son was involved, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. See, it's like it's just this is one of the things I love the most about this hobby. It's just the fact that you can have like $1,000 or $2,000 engine and just have fun with it. It's like it's a model, but still a toy at the end of the day.
Right. Yeah, very expensive toy. Yeah, we had a lot of fun creating that. It was just something trendy, but yeah, I mean, it's all about having a good time. It's people sometimes fail to miss is you always need third place. You have home, you have work, and then it's like you need that third place. You need a hobby, you need something to do, and preferably it's something that everyone agrees with. And trains, for me, it's taking that place. Before I was into buying cars and things like that, which I still love them, but this has like taken me completely away from that. It's like I don't think about that. All I think about is trains. It's like, so this is my third place, so yeah.
And the thing that I love the most about it is that with something like Lionel is you kind of hinted on it a little bit too, well, is because you have over 125 years of train options to choose from, and the fact that it took a 1991 set at least to get the ball rolling. I mean, that just kind of shows you just the power of Lionel, that even the secondhand market, it can be something that helped get you going on there. So
yeah, for sure.
But let's address the big thing in here. So you also own your own shop. So how did you end up getting into the dealer business? And then we'll get into the iconic thing that's really what you're best known for. We'll get to that in a second. But so what made you decide, what? Not only do I like these trains, I want to go ahead. I want to be a dealer. I want to dive into the dealer business with trains.
Yeah. So with everything just going from 0 to 100 overnight, it seemed like, the addiction, as I say, is real. It's a serious thing, so just getting trains, buying trains, and then at some point in time, I'm looking like, all right, if I keep going at this route, I ain't going to be able to continue on. It's like at some point, this is all going to come to, a point to where I'm really thinking about some things. So I came to the junction of, hearing my wife. She told me, you got a lot of pre-orders coming in, so just think about some stuff. And I'm like, well, I don't want to start no fights or nothing like that. So it's like, I gotta figure something out. And
yeah, you gotta please the missus. That's the big thing here.
Right. And it's about, self-awareness, because, you can get lost in this where it's like, I don't want to hear nothing, but I'm getting this. And it's like, at some point in time, you got to reel it back in. And, that's the moment for me. It's like, okay, I've been a salesman all my life, in school, selling burnt CDs, selling candy out my bag, selling sneakers. It's like, this is second nature to me. So, I just listed an Atlas Berwick on eBay and it sold instantly. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is the route. And it just started there. And it's like, okay, well, I can really kill two birds with one stone, in the sense of I can feed my addiction by buying trains, and I can also have excitement by selling them. It's like, so I'm actually getting them in, feeling them, touching them, and then I can sell them, and it's just more excitement. It's just feeding that dopamine, that we search for. And it's like, I kind of found what works, and just selling trains, and I started my website, and it went good from the first night that I launched it. And it's like, okay, I'm able to buy these trains on the aftermarket, but what about the newer trains that are coming out? So I just started putting the pieces together and figured out what I needed to be able to become a dealer. And, within my business now of auto detailing, I had enough space to carve out some space for that. And I just worked on that, and it's worked out in my favor. I'm able to deal Lionel, MTH, and Atlas, and pretty much any company I want to deal with right now. So that's how that became.
Mm-hmm. So I think where I'm about to go with this next part here. So so for those that are really pay attention to the hobby, we know what you're best known for. We know we go to your store for one thing and one thing only, and that's those legendary, iconic custom runs here. So for those that don't know, and I'm getting ready to pull it up here. So probably the thing that you guys might know Thomas and his trains for is its iconic artwork that he tends to show off with on Train Talk Tuesday with Ben. And I think the auto racks, I mean, there was one in particular that I remember that I think it was the Homer Simpson. It was one of the auto rack ones that really kind of kickstarted it for you, because Muffins, if I recall correctly, he was set to make a custom run, but because the fact that I think Disney was not happy with Muffins using the licensing, so they forced to do that. So so was it just simply that you wanted to kind of just take it on and try to bring in your auto detailing talents? So how did you end up deciding, you know what, I want to start doing these custom runs here because I think I could do really good with these?
It's that started with just seeing how the market was going. I was kind of really trying to just guess it in the sense of, okay, Ben's Trains had mentioned the Berwicks, and that's what really got me going crazy on like really knee deep in the trains outside of engines was the rolling stock when I found out about Ben's Trains and mentioning the Atlas Berwick. So I knew how hot they were, and I knew just from the auto racks of everything I've learned about them with listening. I think I was listening to Chris's Trains and things, and he was mentioning them, doing reviews on them, and it's like, since I've been in this hobby, at that point, maybe it was 8 months in, something like that, and I hadn't really seen one for sale from Atlas and Auto Rack. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna just take a chance. I'm gonna buy up a bunch of them, and maybe they'll be hot, and I can do something with them. So I bought them, and I'm just paying attention to how they're being released at the stores, and they're kind of staggered where the bigger stores have gotten theirs in a lot faster than the smaller stores. So that kind of messed up the market to me of what I thought in my mind. So I'm like, well, once again, I'm not trying to start a fight with my wife because I done paid all this money for these auto racks, and I got to hear her mouth about, well, they ain't selling, they ain't doing nothing. So I got to thinking, and I'm like, well, maybe we can, start doing the graffiti on them. And it started with doing the Snoopy for Ben's Trains. She had mentioned to me, like, I was already going to send him one, an auto rack. And she was like, well, you probably should throw the Snoopy on there. And we did that. And that's what jumped it off. It's like, I knew I wanted to do the graffiti once I figured out I couldn't just sell them straight up the way I thought I could. So then we did the Snoopy, and it just jumped off from there. And then I just went down the line of just coming up with artwork. And I knew about the Mr. Muffin's custom run of the stickers he was trying to do. And then I just started seeing auto racks with the graffiti on there. And I'm like, okay, this could be something. And it ended up being something really big. The graffiti in a whole has just changed the game for me. It's really just gave me a launching pad to really get my name out there.
So before we go any further, actually, you just gained 2 new sales. So Will's O-Scale said, hey, just got some exciting news. I'm going to see my dad ordered 2 of your custom Trinity hoppers. So
Nice.
So you ended up getting some more of them. So, but that was a really smart move. I will say this just from a consumer standpoint, that was actually a really brilliant move to go down that path because graffiti is 100% accurate on freight cars. I mean, you don't look at them and you see these clean, like mint condition looking freight cars. And, they got some weathering, they got some age, and of course, if they're in a certain yard, they're going to get graffitied. Now, whether you view them as vandalism or not, I view them as great artwork. Like it shows off people's talents here. So let me actually go ahead and let me see if I can pull up the website here, just so that way you can get a chance to kind of take a look at it here. So
I might move outside because it's kind of weird lighting in here.
No worries. So all right. So can you guys see the screen all right?
Yeah. Oh my God, those designs are fantastic.
Yeah.
Ooh. Those are so slick.
That leads me to a good question here. So, and I just wanted to let us know, like, what was so cool the custom working. So, like we've got the Snoopy, so we got the X-Men, we've got Powerpuff Girls. So what's the inspiration? What's your driving inspiration in terms of like which one's going to be done? I mean, now obviously the Peanuts one, Ben definitely had a large say in here. And actually, I think this was one of your first ones, if I recall correctly.
That was the first one, yeah. That was the one that set it off.
Yeah. So, so what goes into determining, like what scheme is going to be on each of these custom cars?
For the most part, it's in the start of it. I just came up with a lot of designs, found some cool artwork online, and just was doing my research. And we started it off doing that, and then it just grew into people sending me ideals. And just running with that. I have a couple of artists that I work with, and I let them run wild. But mainly, it's just I'll find artwork and I'll shoot it to my artists and ask them, "Are you able to do this?" And they'll be like, "Yeah." But like the CBS Bluey, that's actually a real. I don't know if it's on an auto rack or it's on a box car, but that was one of my guys, Michael Erashenko. He wanted that custom work, and I'm able to do it. And the Fat Alberts, that's another hot one. But the Bluey, yeah, that's very detailed, very crazy.
Most of the younger generation would not know what Fat Albert is, but that was an entertaining show. I used to watch a lot of older cartoons, and somehow I stumbled onto that one. I still get, and of course, I saw the movie in 2000. I think it was 2004 or 2005. One of those years, the one that had Keenan Mitchell on it.
Right. Yeah, the Fat Albert came about from so that the one right next to that, if you go back, the Bart Simpson and the Duff Beer right there, that was the first car that I had done outside of the Snoopy with my artist, and I just let him run free, and he did that. And I'm like, oh man. And Big Richard's Trains got that one, and then he was like, man, it'd be good if you did a Fat Albert. So I'm like, okay. And then I did the Fat Albert, and that was, just crazy. You can see there's 3 different styles of that. But like I said, inspiration comes from, you guys, people just hit me up, and then I'll just do my homework and figure out what can be done. But, basically it's just listening and seeing what I can put together. This is a custom piece done by my artist. I just let him run wild, and he came up with that.
Oh, I love this one. Like this gives me nostalgia for my childhood. That was a good show.
Yeah, for sure.
And then there are a lot of Peanuts ones. So once you started doing the custom graffiti runs, that's really when the business really began to pick up with the freight cars.
Yeah, we were doing really good, just selling trains as it is, but this really just opened the market up to where people really came and checked me out, where it was one of those things that just separated me from everyone else that's reselling trains. I just added another dynamic to the business and to the community that was kind of a market that was untapped. I know there's people that's doing it, but I just brought my business sense with it, being able to buy, 100 plus auto racks at one time. I just had the stockpile of stuff sitting there. So, I don't have to wait for you to send me your piece of rolling stock. I got it sitting. So I'm able to get it done and get it out. So that's what has pushed us forward.
So I'm going through the comments here.
That one's great.
Yeah,
I really
Darren,
like that one.
I like that one.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
a custom piece sent to me by a customer. So
at Albert every Saturday morning. See this? Oh my gosh! I feel, we're old when we still remember Saturday morning cartoons. Like that was the prime time to watch.
Hey, we had the best cartoons, man. Now these ones is cool, but I don't understand them.
Well, thank goodness for YouTube and all the streaming platforms where we can go back and watch our childhood. So I mean, I was into like the Pokemon, Sonic X, Batman,
Cartoon Network, all the way.
Cartoon Network.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
God. There was Kid Next Door. Was it Codename Kid Next Door? Dexter's Laboratory.
Yep.
You see the car? I got the Cartoon Network car on there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll find that. Let's go find that one.
That one's just like all the feels right there. That one's great.
This one right here.
Yeah, that one's. I love Courage and
that one got to me at least.
Girls and Johnny Bravo. It's awesome.
Johnny Bravo. I always thought Johnny Bravo was like my idol. Because like he was always cool, but now that I go back and watch, I'm like, oh, he's kind of cocky.
For sure, he's the man though.
That's because he is.
Okay, I like the Family Guy one. My brother-in-law made the smart, or of course, my dad says it was a dumb decision, but my brother-in-law introduced me to Family Guy. It was right when season 4 began, so.
This was Gizmo's Trains. This was his idea right here. He sent me this, and I was able to knock it out for him.
Oh, sir, I don't know if you have your phone on you. I sent you an Instagram message. I have an idea, and it's perfect.
Oh. Nice.
We'll see. But I saw it, and I was like, I thought of Ben, and I thought of you, and I was like, I don't know if they've ever seen this before, so it's pretty
Right,
cool.
right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Sam said best. These graffiti cards are fantastic. Like, there's not a real freight karma ever that's not covered in graffiti. I love them. That's great art. See, and that's the thing too, is the fact that not only does it get a chance to show off your talents too, but it's also more accurate. So
Yeah,
let's take a
definitely.
look at.
And just to be clear, I am not painting these. I have artists. I'm not taking any credit for this.
I was about to ask.
I just come with the ideals.
Are these all hand painted?
Every single one.
That's awesome.
Wow,
That's fantastic.
Not every single one is
cool.
different in some way, shape, or form.
But I think that's what makes them really cool too. And then, from a collectible standpoint, like 20 years from now, we're going to look back and think, oh my gosh, this was a really cool and creative time too. This is one of the things I love about the hobby right now, is just the fact that not only are we going through a resurgence, but there's a lot of custom runs. People are getting more creative than ever when it comes to these customizations that really, whether if you're a collector or an operator, it's just a wonderful time. It makes it more worthwhile to stay focused on the new stuff as opposed to those secondhand market.
Right, for sure. I definitely agree.
So let's take a look. Let's take a look at a couple more of these here, and then we'll kind of get a chance to take a look at least at the website, kind of just so that way you can kind of explain in terms of how everything works here. So you got the X-Man, you got the Killer Whale, you got your Benz. I like the Pac-Man one.
Mm-hmm.
So
a lot of these are double-sided graffiti, so they have graffiti on both sides.
Okay.
Yep. So that was just another thing we're adding the second side.
Oh my God, is that Breaking Bad? Oh, and I'm from Albuquerque too. That's sick. I'm gonna look at that right now. That's awesome.
This is based off an actual car. They have this car in the wild.
No kidding.
Oh my gosh. Sir, I do not have one of these types of cars just yet, but dang.
Man, I might get you a lot of business, Thomas, just by doing this.
Heisenberg, that is sick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is awesome. Oh, it has Jesse and Walt in there too. That's wild.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that until you said that. That is cool.
That is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that one. That's one of my favorite series. I've watched that so many times.
Oh yeah,
never gets old.
Man, I'll tell you one thing. Who is the guy that plays Walter? I can't think of his name right now. He was in Malcolm.
I know who you're talking about. I forgot his name.
Brian.
So I remember when he was in Malcolm in the Middle. Like he was.
Oh, Brian Kohlberger. I mean, not him.
No, he's in the new Malcolm in the Middle too. Bryan Cranston. Yeah.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, Cranston.
But it's like I remember just
Bryan Cranston.
He was like the comedy king, and like on Malcolm in the Middle. And then when he was first casted, it was kind of like when Heath Ledger got casted for Joker. Like everybody thought, like, what is he doing with himself? And then like within the first episode, you realize, oh my gosh, I did not realize Brian had this side of him, and he was perfect for that role. And it kind of showcased that he was capable of being serious as well as being a comedian.
Is this car one-sided only, by chance?
Yeah, just one side.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to send you something, and you would pitch it to your artist, can he or she put something else on the other side that's Breaking Bad related?
For sure.
I'm actually I really like that car.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I wish I had just a lot of spare money because I've got a few ideas I would do. I would love to just make like a kind of like a one of just trains of Lark just to have a little fun.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let's see. I love cookies. Oh, Frank.
The Hulk and the Red Hulk, that is fire. But then your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where they're all like looking like halfway.
I'm getting I'm getting a theme here with this, Thomas. I'm getting like a 90s nostalgia theme here with a lot of these.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I felt like I guess we all feel this way. Our time is the best time. Cartoons were great.
Yeah.
Everything was just on point.
Okay. And this actually answers our next question here because I'm seeing here it does not claim ownership of the graffiti styles or designs that appear in customer sources. So I do have just a kind of a curious question for those that are like, at least in general, obviously one of the biggest things that you think about, like when you do intellectual property is you always have to think of are they going to be okay with it? So is this just simply just because the fact that since these are custom designs and like kind of one of a kind, that's why like you're able to like to do like a Homer Simpson, whereas like with Muffin when he was trying to do the custom run, like Disney basically told him, sorry, you can't do this. So Lisa, what goes in terms of that? Just so that way, at least for those that are wondering, like like what goes behind it, like how is he able to, be able to make like the custom stuff? I'm just curious.
I can't speak on Mr. Muffins, but I know for me, when you think about these cars, these are just your own, artistic expression of of the Ninja Turtles. This isn't actually them. And then for anything that has been done on just say a train car out in the wild, if an artist wants to get angry because you took their work or whatever, you copied it, well, that's what we do in the model trains. We model after the real world.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's like, what are you gonna sue me over recreating your art that you did illegally? It's like, so I'm paying homage and giving you a node to your work. It's like, this is what we do. We model the real world.
Yeah. Well, I always just was thinking about that because I love these designs and like these are really cool. So probably my favorite one is this one because this is another one like you said like that is out in the real world. I know Optimus.
that one.
Yeah, I know Johnny Gwynn, also known as Optimus Trains. I know he's really shown this off quite a bit. Like there's photos like he shared like with that.
Yeah.
So
I'm a huge fan of Sonic, so I like that one a lot.
oh yeah. So I mean, you got Simpsons, you got Bluey.
Hey, sir, one question I did have because most of these are the auto racks. I see some Atlas. I think they're Trinity hoppers.
Mhm.
That might be a Berwick. So it looks like the expansion of different types of cars is growing, correct?
Yeah. The auto racks, you're going to see a lot of those just because that's where it started. And I have, a lot of those. But I like to keep it where if I can have smooth sides, like the 3-bay hoppers you see or the Trinity hoppers, it just makes it easier when the cars have the ribs. It's just not as clean.
Right.
But yeah, we're definitely trying to incorporate more. And as more cars drop that I'm able to get my hands on, we'll have those. But just from when I came into it and got into it, this is what was available, and it has worked out pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right,
I like
here's
these a lot.
so the overall. I mean, these are really
I have
cool.
so many ideas.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's just taking Western Pacific ideas. There's nothing to it.
I'm not,
Before we,
Hey,
I'm thinking like some Sly Cooper stuff.
If you scroll all the way
Sly
down,
Cooper
click on the
trilogy?
Halloween one.
Absolutely.
oh, the Halloween one. I need to see this one.
Kane? Oh, heck.
oh, that is
This one
something
was
that I love, but I know
very
my wife will not let
detailed.
me have this.
Yeah. This one is one of my favorites.
That's sick.
That is really cool.
That is so awesome. Golly, dude. That's crazy.
You know, what'd be really cool is like if you can find a way to find get into the openings, like put some LED lights in here. Can you just imagine just turning off the lights and then just having like the light reflect on that? That would be like the perfect Halloween car in scale.
Oh yeah.
So here's one question, sir. So some of these I see that they're sold out. So does that mean that like it's a one of 10, like, and once they're gone forever type of thing?
So for instance, that one that sold out right there, that
The
was just
Tropicana one. Yeah.
Yep, that was just a custom job from one of my buddies on here, and I just left that sold out because it was just like his personal deal, and I didn't want to include that in.
Gotcha.
But other than that, I mean, yeah, if something sold out, it's just because I don't really have that car available anymore.
Okay.
But for the most part, I still have all of these available. And for the auto racks, I might not have like that CP Peanuts. I might not have it in the Beaver car, but I got it in a CSX or something else that I can do it on. So that it explains that in the description. That doesn't mean you'll get that exact car, but I'll have a car for you.
Yeah, this is, and you can ask the guys. I am not a freight train dude, but slowly but surely they've been converting me to freight trains.
Mm-hmm.
It brings in the money.
Come on, Will.
It brings in the money.
These are awesome.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
That's a good thing with me. I came into the game not knowing anything, so I'm green in a lot of areas, and I don't have any biases, so I'm open to everything. I don't care about the railroad name or anything. I love them all. It's like, so that's what kind of opens everything up for me. You know, I didn't know anything, and I just run wild with everything. I don't, have any holds on anything. Nothing holds me back.
Yeah. Yes, so before we continue on to the website here, so if anyone is interested in getting one of these, you can always reach out to Thomas and his Trains on Instagram, or you can go to his website for it. And if you have an idea that you want to do, feel free to reach out to him. He's very open-minded, and he can probably work something for you. So,
Sure.
so if there's one that you want to see that's done on here, feel free to give him a call. So speaking of which, so Newt asks, how does the process of ordering a custom design work?
Yeah.
Yep. So usually a customer will just hit me up on Instagram, or you can email me. If you click the contact us, you can email me at support@thomasandhistrains.com, and then you just shoot me a message explaining what you're looking for. If you have any pictures of the artwork, good. If not, you just explain what you're looking for, and I can let you know if I can do it. I just keep things as clean as possible. We don't blur any lines, and we leave politics and everything out of it. But if it's something I can do that I co-sign and I sign off on, it can get handled. There's really nothing that has been asked of me design-wise that I haven't been able to do. My artists, they bring two different styles. So if you look at that Frisco 86-foot boxcar with the Cookie Monster and Elmo, that's one of my artists. And then like the Ben Snoopy and the Halloween, that's another artist. So they bring different styles. So the Snoopy, that's one artist. They just work together, they complement each other. One is really good at graffiti, another one is good at creating one of a kind pieces of art, that like the Snoopy or like the Halloween auto rack. It's just the X-Men, so it just works. So it gives me that wide range of possibilities when it comes to people's however creative they want to be.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so before we move any further, so to those that are tuning in, whether if it's through Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, does anyone have any questions before we go any further? So we'll give the audience like if they have any questions regarding the custom runs, and then we'll explore more of the website, including your awesome merch, which
It's fire.
Yes, sir.
So I do have one question.
Yes.
Is in terms of like just artwork, is it only specifically for graffiti, or could it be something else that can be done?
Meaning, like, what do you
Like,
mean?
let's
on
say like it doesn't have to be graffiti. It could
Mhm.
just be like a certain design of like a certain railroad
Oh, okay.
of like paint scheme.
Yeah, definitely. If
Okay.
it can be drawn, and my artist can do it. I usually send him the artwork before I say I can do it. But I haven't gotten a no yet, so I'm gonna say if you can supply me some type of artwork, I probably can get it done. It just really comes down to the size of the car. There's an Ozzy Osbourne I did,
Whoa.
where a customer was asking, could I get it on a smaller car? And it was like, I really can't do that because it's so detailed, and it's just hard to put that on a smaller car.
Oh my gosh, Berdowski's at least Captain Caveman 98 on my Instagram says, "Can I get a custom graffiti of Caleb Easter's Train's face on a car?"
That's one of the things
poor
I guess
Caleb.
that gives my artist trouble, is like the portraits of actually details of faces. That is one little hiccup. We did the Ozzy Osbourne, and he cried like a smashed cat, man. So I try to stay away from the faces and the details. We can do like cartoonish faces, but when it comes to like actual portraits of people, I'll stay away from that area. I will say that.
Of course, you could also do like a custom run of Wipeout Trains holding a Western Pacific F3.
Oh my gosh, here we go. That's
You
fire.
can do like a caricature. Yeah.
Just make like a cartoon version of it.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, one question I had. So these custom
It's
runs,
just basically the Napoleon Dynamite look.
these custom runs
For a
that
lift up.
these are they typically around the same price as well? So, for example, I submit you something, it's
Mhm.
around that $300 mark, or is there like a little bit of a premium because it's something new?
Usually stays around what you see, unless it's just requires a lot of work, and then we'll charge like that Halloween one that was very detailed, so it was like 325, and
Okay.
that obviously includes the car and the artwork and everything like that. But yeah, for the most part, we try to keep it around where it's at.
Wow. And that's for a piece of art, quite frankly, like it's not bad. It's a one of one, and every single one is different. And then I have ideas for that Breaking Bad one. So if you were to do like one side right now is like Homer sleeping, and then like on the other side you have him like, not gonna say the word choking, I guess, I'm sorry, choking like Bart Simpson, stuff like that.
Right.
But that not just like a little bit of a like an additional something because
Yep.
it's
So
okay.
Yep. Two sides. Usually the second side is around like additional 50 or $60,
Okay.
depending on what needs to be done. But it just depends on the artwork, and I'll always cut a deal out for that second side.
Okay.
Mhm.
Of course, I have one customer an idea. Just to have the no potato Wi-Fi, no feet.
Well,
Just
he got that on. Ben's got that on his cars coming. Yeah, no potato Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
No potato.
Yeah.
I'm still tickled just at how the foot one just was like, it just like happened. It was like, hey, no,
But, yeah, that was wild.
Mhm.
And next thing we know, that's a meme now. Like no potato Wi-Fi, no feet.
Dude, I'm the
Mhm.
face of potato Wi-Fi. Like when Gizmo posted his layout video, he was like, "And we don't have potato Wi-Fi. It's just me, a goober-looking face with holding tile, not knowing my internet was terrible."
Oh Jesus!
Gizmo's a mess.
Hey, we've got Landon in Berkshire Station hanging out with us. So what's up, Landon? Hope you're doing all right, bro.
Corey T, what up? I see you.
Yeah, so we've got we've got Corey T. We've got Serwin. Serwin is joining in with us. We've got Jake in. We've got literally many projects. We've got Gold Standards with us. Sam Zogage Trains, Daring Grant. Let's see who else. We've got Tony VTC.
Dackman is here.
Yes, yes. So
Nice.
he's the only one of a kind that I know to offer this kind of service. Also, I want to say this. So thank you so much. Major shout out to Dackman for letting me borrow the clip of you, because I was trying to find like a few seconds of a segment that I could at least put face on, because I wanted something natural. I didn't want just a still. And so I was thinking, you know what? Dackman really did a good job of interviewing you. So I'm like, hey, I'm sure he won't mind that. So, but
my bad on that. I was supposed to send you something, and man, I forgot.
No. I figured you were just busy and you were spending time with your son. So no. But he did a really good interview of you. You know, it definitely was surprising. Like when I heard his video, like in his video that you said that you only been in this for 2 years. So it kind of just goes back to what I was saying earlier, in the fact that this hobby has grown so rapidly. The creativity is off the charts, and many of these people haven't even been in the hobby for more than 5 years. So
right, yeah, for sure.
So I got one quick question. Have you thought of doing Tom's Tank Engine as one of your graffiti cars?
Ooh.
It's only fitting.
Right.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't thought of that. But you just gave me a thought. So yeah,
we'll put that in his head.
Please make sure that your Thomas looks better than Mattel's version. Now, then again, that's a low bar, because Mattel isn't as creative as you, my friend.
There's definitely real world examples of Thomas for sure.
And then send a copy to Joker's Trains while you're at it.
No.
Just a thought to put in your head.
Yeah, no, that's fire. Yeah, that's crazy. I never thought of it, and my son loves Thomas the Train.
Yeah. That would sell. You'd be surprised how many adults are into Thomas. There's probably just as many, if not more, that even if they won't admit it, Thomas fans than they're adults than there are with kids.
For sure. Yeah, no, that's a great idea.
and then, or maybe and then get one. Never mind. I'm going down a rabbit hole now.
Moving on. Moving on.
Moving on. All right, here. So let's take a look around.
Anyway,
So really, so the first thing here is like I see this cool artwork. So new arrivals. So there's also this join the crew. So is this? So tell us a little bit about this. Is this like kind of like exclusive, like kind of like first looks, or get a chance to get them first before they go up publicly? So tell us a little bit about that.
Yep. So join the crew is just really just signing up for the website, and you'll get access to exclusive things first. I was kind of heavy on that when I first started. I would send out just everything that was coming in, and you would get 24 to 48 hours before everyone else. I kind of fell back off of that because it really wasn't getting traction, but I think it's something I'm gonna bring back just with different ways, kind of mix it up a bit. But that's really what that was for, and it just obviously just signs you up. You get an account with that, and you're able to purchase that way. But that's all that is. And
Just signed up.
Nice. Just try to keep everything new, all of our fresh arrivals. A lot of things, sell out as soon as I put them on there. Like I said, since I launched this website August 5th of 2025, it's just amazes me how, a year ago I didn't have one thought of this, and now I'm, as deep as you can be in this, to where, people are coming to check my site. With me, it's like you got to have your little honey holes every day. I check them every day just to see what's new, and I'm glad to hear that people check my site the same way I check others. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah. So, and then moving on here. So, of course, we got to talk about those merch. Mm-hmm. So was it just something that you felt like, in addition to model trains, I want to do some other stuff here because I really like the brand. I think there's other people that like this. So was it just simply you had a little bit of spare time and just wanted to get creative, or was this kind of a passion project of yours?
Yeah, it was really, I just would hear things in the hobby, where people were saying, oh, model trains are dead, or, the notion of that. And it's like, well, I'm proof model trains, they're not dead.
They don't understand the modern stuff. It's all post-war.
Yep. So I thought that would be a good saying to put on a shirt. And plus, when I was designing my website, what we miss sometimes as adults, we get families, have kids, and get responsibilities. It's like at the end of the day, we're just still the same kid that we was watching Dexter's Laboratory. It's like I wanted to give that feeling as when you get on my website or when you buy something from me and you see my packaging with the tape and things like that, it just kind of brings that kid nostalgia back. It makes you feel like a kid again when you're shopping on here. The colors are just very friendly, very inviting, kid approved. It's, my logo reminds me of, it just is something that excites me every time I see it, just from the colors, and it's just something I thought would look good on some clothing. And I came up with some sayings, and yeah, they came out pretty good. The hoodies, I can't stop wearing my hoodie, man. It's so comfortable, and I feel like it was just the right time to be able to bring some merch to the game. And
so I actually got a comment on Instagram from Defoeb, Defoeb. And he says, I can't say enough good things about Thomas and his trains. He's sold me an awesome B&L double plug graffiti box card. Looking forward to see what else he does for me in the future.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, he had bought the Frankenstein one.
Eat, sleep, trains, repeat. So
I like that one.
Yep.
That was cool.
That's the one that I don't know if you can see, but yeah, that's the one that I got as well. Which, man, I really appreciate it, Thomas. This is and surprisingly comfortable too.
Oh yeah, it's good quality. Try to do my best, and keep in mind of price. So everything just works together. But yeah, I'm very, very pleased on how everything came out with the shirts and the hoodies. Obviously, we got more coming down the line. Probably in a couple months, we'll launch a couple more T-shirts and get ready for summer.
Yeah.
Well, a couple more sayings.
Well, it's nice to have at least some options, because it's like I loved your stuff, and like I want to buy stuff, but just unfortunately, the timing is just bad because I'm getting ready to have my second child here, and actually less than 3 months now. which is kind of scary to think of. But we're not going down that tangent here. So, but just overall, like, this is really cool, man. It's like we really appreciate like you sharing the story. So, before we go any further, if anyone in the comments, like anyone wants to comment or.
Whoa! What the heck? What's this vault drop? What is that?
Oh.
Yep, that was
What
if
is
you scroll
that?
down a little bit further. That's
Oh!
Trinity Hopkins. Yep.
Yo!
Oh, dang! You already have some sold out.
Yeah, I only got I think I got two road numbers of the yellow and black cars left. We sold out of the 4-car bundle sets and the
So,
black and red.
Oops, I forgot. Yeah, there was a little something here. Oh, yeah. So, in addition to graffiti cars, you also have some really cool custom run regular freight cars yourself.
Yep.
So
that's incredible too.
This custom run came about. This actually was in motion before I even did my website or anything. I just think I might have got on a call with Atlas when they were doing their meeting. Maybe they're showing off the catalog of when these came out, and I asked them some questions about what's it take to do the custom run, and they let me know, and it was something I had to do, man. It took me like 2 weeks designing these, and yeah, they came out good. So this is, for anyone that doesn't know, the yellow and black is like a node to the Iowa Hawkeyes, our university up here, and then the black and red is actually the Iowa Interstate colors, the color scheme that we have here, our regional locomotive. But it's also a node to Iowa State, the university. That's their colors too.
Yeah.
So
is Iowa Interstate one of your favorite railroads, Thomas?
No, it's just a local one that I respect and like. I see it every day. It's right outside of my shop. And I just thought, like, what better than to do an interstate in my own hometown? Because to me, I didn't know much about the railroads, and it's like, who am I to just come out and say I'm doing a railroad of a major railroad, and I don't really know nothing about it. It's like, I see this one every day, so let's start there. Start at home. More people will respect that.
Yeah. So I will tell you this. So I'm originally from Illinois, but I did go up to Iowa Interstate Territory in 2011 because they had what was called a train festival, which was actually the mastermind behind it is also the same one that's behind the Pennsylvania T1 project. But anyways, and Iowa Interstate was the host railroad, and they actually had their Chinese steamers because they're also well known for having 2 QJs, which actually came in from mainland China. Anyways, that's a gorgeous part. Like when you're going from like Rock Island, like westbound, it's a gorgeous railroad. I mean, like most people think of Iowa as like mostly just cornfields because that's stereotypical.
And insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the corn-fed kids.
Yep, insurance.
6'3".
Everybody eats corn there.
Right.
Yeah, Iowa. You got your. You see, this is the thing that you've probably figured out by now, Thomas. Like we have a good time and we don't take ourselves seriously. Just like how we don't take ourselves seriously about Western Pacific because it went bye-bye, just like Daniel snapping his fingers. Just kidding. We love you, Cody.
The Western Pacific will rise again.
We have a guest here, Lark. Let's not start this.
If you guys seen just a couple of days ago, Ben was at Atlas and he showed all these custom runs that everyone did of the Atlas Trinity Hoppers.
You know what, Thomas? You know what I want you to do? I want you to make the most beautiful Western Pacific car ever. So that I can buy it and then send it to Lark and say, shush.
I got you.
It is better than every other railroad.
Go talk to the man. Talk to the man. He'll get you set up.
I will definitely do that. Absolutely.
Are you going to be as determined as Rio Grande was with their passenger cars, or are you going to throw in the towel the way Western Pacific did with the California Zephyr?
We're just going to find out. We're going to find out there, Larky.
Okay.
No, so for those that don't know, Wipeout Trains is hardcore Western Pacific, and so we like to give them a hard time every now and then.
I am Mr. Western Pacific. Yes.
It's all good.
One question.
Hook it up to my veins.
One question I do have is, so we've seen freight cars. have you ever thought about possibly going into the locomotive market as well? Which I understand it could be pretty difficult with all the grab irons and handrails and stuff like that.
You're saying like what? Do custom run or like manufacture?
No. Like I send you a genset switcher. I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like Lionel was trying to do that with Union Pacific or some of the railroads, and they were like, "Nah, we don't want our name to be dealing with all the graffiti." But it hasn't stopped some people from doing graffiti work on some locomotives. Like there is one that operates it's a genset out of LA,
Southern California. Yep.
Yeah, dude, that thing is sick. It is. It is.
Let me see if we can find it.
It's incredible. Like when you see this thing is like just so like, but when you see it, it's pretty like, oh my gosh.
Let's see.
It's pretty.
Oh yes, this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is this the one? It has like it should have like a mouth on. It looks like it's like, yeah. Wait, no, wait.
Is this on it? Oh,
you're talking that SD60. That's like a tiger mouth.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was going to mention.
Yeah. It's in a deadline in Nevada right now.
Okay. So
didn't they repaint that or not yet?
So something like this, right? Is this? And I understand, you're wanting the flat surfaces and stuff, and this would probably require a higher premium. But is that something that potentially could be done?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's cool.
I thought about it, but I didn't know how people felt about doing graffiti on the engines. I don't know how I'd feel with doing it on my engines, but yeah, I've thought about it, and it definitely can be done. Yeah, for sure.
Well, the thing too is the fact that you have a real counterpart that you can build off of, and the fact that you are building a passionate following, Thomas. I think you can get away with it if and when Lionel makes the gen sets again.
Right.
So
yeah.
So
yeah. I think it was called. I think the graffiti one that Will was talking about. I think it was called Spirit of Los Angeles or something, or at least that's the nickname of it.
Yeah, I'd definitely be open to it.
Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
I know if you did your first, I guess graffiti engine, you got to do the tire one that was painted on a UP locomotive.
Okay,
pull that one up, Lark.
That's
what
I'm
60.
Because
the Union Pacific tire. Oh, Tiger.
It's all just the
Tiger locomotive. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, right
Bingo.
there. Right there. Well, there's a better picture, the one next to it on the left.
Oh, on the left. Is that real?
Yes, it is.
What?
Yeah, that's it.
It was real.
Yeah, I saw it.
If
it was in a deadline
be done,
years,
I might buy one.
That's a real locomotive.
It's real.
As a real locomotive, it was in a deadline, and then a bunch of people came in one night and did that in one night.
Wow.
And then there's one on the very first one on the top left where it shows all the striping detail too.
Oh yeah.
On the top left.
I'm looking at a picture where it's just a deadline.
Yeah, it's like there's too many photos of it to be fake. I mean, the fact that it's consistency. Whoever had that.
That's an ES44.
No, that's an SD60.
SD70.
That's an SD60.
60.
Now I will say. To be fair, if Lionel does make SD70Ms again, I mean not the Max, but like SD70Ms or something along this line, you could probably get away with that. Because I don't think
absolutely.
The only issue are you talking about like if Thomas did it or if Lionel did it themselves?
No, if Thomas did it.
Okay, because I was gonna say if Lionel did it, they would just get the same pushback that they did with some of their attempted graffiti locomotives with UP.
This would be like one of those peels.
Basically, yeah. But I mean, like I said, if that was on the table, I'd probably buy it.
Yeah, I would love to do that one. That one, I love that.
It is. It's fire.
Yeah, it is.
And that'll get Will to buy a actual prototypical diesel locomotive.
I have, dude.
Yes.
That's fired.
I almost didn't believe that was real.
It is real.
I know
it is real.
But and see, that's the thing too, sir. Like I think that you've already tapped into this graffiti market. In my opinion, you kind of own the market. And someone just reaches out like, "Hey, sir, I'm going to send you my gen set. You guys have free reign. Do your magic." And then you guys, that's a true one of one.
Right.
And that's
for sure.
Pretty cool. Like that's like incredible. I'm trying to really find like, I remember seeing this video and it was like this UP locomotive just switching out of California, but this thing looks like it's just been tagged every day by somebody.
Jake's Trains 24 says it is real, but they've already repainted it back into UP.
That's what I was going to say. It was for a short time. The only reason is because the guy that painted it, from what I understand, is that the reason why he got repainted was that he painted over the reporting marks.
Right.
And so because of that, they had to repaint it. But it was real. It was real.
So what you're saying is that had he not painted over the railroad marks,
it would have still been around.
Also, another thing, since I work for the railroad, the eyes on the windows, that was painted on. And so it probably would have to kill the eyes, to scrub off the eyes for the crew to actually obviously, see what's in front of them. So, yeah.
Well, there's a solution to that. You just make those decals to where they're see-through. On one
no,
side.
Dan. No, Dan.
Too much sense, though. It makes too much sense.
It makes a lot of sense, but no, Dan. It's bad.
Too much sense.
Now, does this have to be an SD60?
So it doesn't have to necessarily be an SD60. I mean, if you want to be perfection, like if Lionel, I mean, keep in mind too. I mean, MTH I think also has SD60M tooling, if I recall correctly. So
I mean, we could definitely send you some information on that too, if that's something you're considering.
But
hey, sir, I'm gonna send you a video, and it's just this crew. I'm not sure Vernon, California. It's just three locomotives that are just tagged up. They look like they park it in the middle of God knows where, and they're just like, yeah, go at it, go, have fun.
Send them. I'm gonna attack this tiger for sure. I love that.
Yes.
Cool. Well, so another. So I guess this is kind of similar to what Will was saying. Is that if I bought an SD60M and I sent it to you, would you paint it?
For sure.
Or would you have your artist paint it more specifically?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I just stayed away from it because I didn't know how people felt about that. I thought it might have been something that's looked down upon, painting the engines, but no, I'm definitely game.
Here, you could put that on any low hood engine.
There you go.
So,
like, I think personally, like that's just another addition into your market, because I mean, there are some people that do some like weathering for sure.
Right.
Like if you take a look at Norm, where he weathers so much stuff, and you're like, do I really want to weather a $3,000 locomotive?
Right.
But if someone really wants this locomotive, you think Lionel or MTH or anyone's going to do that? Probably not. But they're like, hey, can you do it for us? Absolutely. And that goes.
And that's the thing too. I mean, if Thomas needs some help getting promoted, I mean, just have Ben go on Ben's Train Talk Tuesday and just show this off and just say, like, the Trains of Lark show really liked this idea, and so they convinced me to push in. Trust me, you'll get some sales. I mean, even if it's only for a few of them, you'll sell them out. I mean, even Sedana says, I agree, getting a one of one is something people love in this hobby. I mean, Sedana hit it right out of the park.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's like park, like one of ones, or
and I will tell you this: if Ben saw this and you were just like, "Oh yeah, I'm making a mile of this," I bet you he would buy it. He would buy it.
Oh, he would. Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't. You know something? You guys are gonna think I'm crazy for saying this. I wouldn't be surprised if Eric's Trains was to buy one of those as well, just because I know from his experience he likes to buy very unique and very standoutish pieces, because he did just buy the Comic-Con Commodore Vanderbilt.
Yep.
So I think if we convinced him, he would probably do it for you too, and that would only make it even better for you, Thomas, because then you've got the #1 no gauge YouTuber supporting you.
Yeah,
So a quick
definitely.
update. So quick update.
Sure.
The FT60M tooling MTH owns. Yes.
Okay. Lionel does have that tooling as well too. So
The
Right.
question is when will they re-release it? Dan,
Mhm.
you need to start going bug Dave and Ryan at Lionel.
Oh my gosh, guys, there is an entire video online of the guy doing it. It
Wait,
was
no kidding. Like him actually doing it?
dude, I'm watching it right now. I'm watching him do it right
God.
now.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, look at that. Are you kidding me?
In one night.
Bro, look at that. Dude,
Hey.
look at that. Oh my gosh, that is sick. Oh dang.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my god, dude, yeah.
And
okay.
you know what the craziest thing is?
I'm starting to like this locomotive even more and more now.
Dude.
That is sick.
Now you see why I brought this locomotive up.
Yeah.
I think the wheels are spinning in Thomas's head. It's like, wow, I came in here just to hang
It's in
out.
his
Now
favor.
I've got like a million
It's
more
in his
ideas
favor.
I can do.
Now's the
But
business opportunities.
My question though, does it just have to be an SD60? It can't be an SD70?
So I mean,
so
there's a way you could do it. You could do
it has to have that certain cap. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no way you can't put that like on an regular SD40. Like it has to have an EMD wide cap like that.
You're talking about the nose?
Yeah, the
Okay.
nose. You have to have the nose. So
Gotcha.
I mean,
Okay, yeah, because it's coming out a little ways. Gotcha. That makes sense.
yeah.
I mean, one thing you could do is that like you could have someone where they want like the more prototypical locomotive or on something else entirely.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Yeah. I mean, so Jake's Train says, what about an SD80 Mac or what about an SD70 Mac?
That would make
Yeah,
it cooler because it's bigger.
The SD, what is it? The SD80s, those are coming out
Yep.
soon, right? Yeah.
I
With
think
Lionel.
so, yes.
Yeah.
So wait. Yeah, so Jake says Lionel has 80 Max coming out in May. So what you're saying is that okay, Dakman's got a good one. All right, go ahead, Dakman. So the
There you go.
SD70. See, you got Dakman supporting you, Thomas. You got Dakman helping you.
I mean, this train is fire. It's undeniable.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm honestly kind of getting sold on it. I'm looking at this video and like
I'm
come
already
on,
sold on it.
Oh,
dude, that's
Absolutely.
sick.
hey, also on engine just to get this. I will definitely.
I'll give you
help.
my credit card in a few, okay?
That would be such a show-stopping, eye-turning.
Like
question.
everybody will just
I
look
don't think
going,
anybody even
what
HO'd
is that?
Is this? I have a question. Like, has anyone even made this an HO?
Yes.
I think I saw one.
There's a model somewhere out there, but
Yeah.
I think it's custom.
Yeah, it is a custom.
Let's.
I'm surprised, honestly. So this.
Oh, here we go.
There
This
you go.
person. This
I'm
person
sorry, but
posted
that
this
doesn't look
video.
good. Thomas and his gang would do better.
This person posted this video 8 years ago and has 266,000 views. I'm kind of shocked it doesn't have more because this is like it's a 2-minute video, but it's like straight up of them painting the thing. It's pretty legit.
Well, they have not only do they have the balls to paint that locomotive, but just to put the video on as well, which is even more
Right.
insane.
Wow.
Yeah,
But the fact that the tank is also graffiti, man, holy cow!
right.
Now
Like
I don't know. Now I don't know if that would be something that's doable, at least with the model, because I know that tank like
Right,
also
black.
has as electronics attached to it, so
Mm,
that might be hard. But
I mean, you don't have to do the entire tank, like just the sides of it.
Nah,
that-
go big or
that's
go
true.
home. What the tank doesn't? Well, the only part that has the electronics is like the IR.
It's the IR sensor,
and
I
then what
think.
they can do is just tape that off. You know what I mean?
pretty much, yeah.
we're just giving Thomas a blueprint here.
Blueprint ideas, so he can make more money, so he can buy more trains.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty sick.
No, and then at that point, like if you make that custom run, then you should get some graffiti Union Pacific cars, and boom, you got your own custom graffiti Thomas and his train set.
Right. No, I actually love
Like
this
a
train.
3-pack would be amazing. Like an actual 3-pack.
Yeah,
That would be so cool.
So how do you think? So, Dakman's got a good question here. So,
Oh, dude, yes.
Yeah.
how do you think
God.
custom move?
If-
As like for example, that
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That.
Okay, see, now we're kind of we opened up the
We're
floodgates.
cooking.
So,
We're
sir,
cooking.
The
I hope
floodgates.
you're ready because all these like
Hopefully you're
weird,
not overwhelmed, Thomas.
like these movie.
What is
locomotives.
Dakman saying? What is he? I'm lost. What
He
do y'all
says, so
mean?
I'll go ahead. I'll bring it back in.
So, go ahead, Larkin.
So he says, how do you think custom movie trains would do? Like, for example, an unstoppable AWVR SD4-2.
Okay.
So
Oh.
to give him a visual, I would probably look up that locomotive. Just look up
Just
like
like
unstoppable
Hey,
locomotive.
Ray's here. Oh, so
Hey,
hey,
Ray.
Hey, Ray.
hey, you know something here? So if you guys know Ray, if you make a custom SD70 Mac, at least if Ray gets it, he knows that it won't be gutted like his Allentown.
Oh, hold up.
There you go. There you go.
Licensing and copyright is very strict. They have a copyright on that locomotive?
So look, I'm not sure at least how it would be, at least for the locomotive aspect of it. But I mean, if it's a custom run, like or a custom design, like a 1-for-1 thing, I mean, you said it best, Thomas. I mean, it would probably be fair game because I mean, I think that was the problem with Muffin was the fact that it was going to be mass produced. I mean, obviously, it's like maybe like 25 to 50, but that's still considered mass produced, and so that probably is why Disney was not comfortable doing that. Whereas with yours, it's kind of more of like, hey, if you want it, we'll do it. So that's my theory.
Pull up the 777. Pull up that thing.
There you go. I've got it right here. Hold on.
No, AWVR 777. Literally nicknamed the Beast from the director himself. Look at that thing. Are you kidding me? Dude, oh my God. I'll buy 2 right now. If you're, I will do that.
I think there's HO variations of it, and they sell
HO variants of the SD40-2 and the Dash 9 here.
The designs are. I mean, if your artist is doing like crazy designs on your auto rag, this is a piece of cake.
Right.
At least, based off of like the work I'm seeing.
So let me look at the SD4. So here's something interesting. If anyone remembers, so Dan, what's that custom rare? What's that short line rare that's in Iowa? At least that has that blue and yellow kind of scheme. Because I'm kind of thinking like you could build around that and then just kind of run with it. That's
I really couldn't tell you honestly.
So yeah, I don't even know.
Oh gosh, movie reference.
As long as the Chrysler. Oh man.
Yes, Ray. It's like a Chrysler building on top of a Chrysler building.
Now, I'll tell you what. Anyone that makes a custom run of the engine that inspired this CSX 8888,
yeah.
So, which they sadly
at that point, all you'd really have to do is you don't even have to really. You don't even have to do a complete paint job. All you gotta do is find like one that's already been done, then just redecal it. But I guess you could, if you wanted to, you could just do a complete paint job too.
Mm-hmm.
That's one way.
Thanks, sir. You open up the floodgates, and
Dakman's really what made it even worse.
Honestly, I totally forgot about Unstoppable, and I'm not gonna lie. I've always wanted 777, just like a one-off locomotive. Just like throw that in there. Yeah.
So if I recall correctly, I think they're Canadian Pacific AC 4400s, and I think they still run to this day.
Mm-hmm.
They're somewhere in the system, I think.
I really hope that CPKC preserves it because I don't think CSX is going to preserve 8888. Well, it's a -3 now, but it's got the square cab on it. So
really,
CSX. Yep, I think, and it changed its number too, if I recall correctly. But man, it's just
Very interesting.
What a
Yeah,
rabbit
so-
hole we went
so-
down.
Yeah, exactly. I was literally just about to say that. So
What a
excuse
rat.
my question, sir, but hey, sir, would you ever do a decal or a
I
graffiti?
really don't think
Now
that
we're
there
just
would
talking
be
about
as.
possible.
I don't think you probably won't have any copyright issues with these. I mean, I think the only problem is just the fact that I don't think the railroads would mind. I just think the only one that may reach out is what studio is behind Unstoppable? Dan?
Oh
Is it Fox?
no, it's
I don't know the studio, but
it's Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott's
No, Tony Scott. That was his brother.
yeah.
Or
Or
his last one. Oh, it was Fox. So technically, that would mean Disney owns it.
well, the thing is too. So, sir, this kind of goes into like another segment, right? So, your artists know a whole lot more on, I would say, painting, application of the paints, potentially application of decals, dude. Because quite frankly, speaking as a person who doesn't know how to decal, So what could potentially, let's just theoretically, right? I send you the same locomotive. I'm like, hey, sir, here's the locomotive. Here are the decals. You can paint it red. Have at it. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Like I'm trying to think of like, because where I think you can potentially bridge the gap is not like, just like me, I don't know how to wire, but there are people who know how to wire. There are people who know how to weather. Some people don't. So you're assisting that customer in getting what they want potentially. So,
Right.
but yeah, I can. Oh man, like in the comments, here's my locomotive. Paint it red. Apply the decals. Have fun in all caps. Dang,
Yeah, for sure.
Man.
It can be done.
Oh, what the great service continues. It can be done.
It
Love
can be
it.
done.
For sure.
God, I love it.
The Tiger Train, man, that's number one on my list right now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I will watch the credit card if that goes up on the site.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sure.
You can count me down. Honestly.
Same.
And see, when you're with this pack, everything you're like, oh, I like passenger, I don't like freight trains. It changes.
It changes. We
Friendship
like to fluctuate the rhythm.
Yeah, this is an infectious friendship. Bounce ideas off each other.
Hey guys, we got the OG man in the house.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay.
What
We
up,
gotta ask the master. Okay, Ben, since you are here, so I don't know how long you've been joining us, Ben, but if Palisades Trains made a custom engine that had this scheme on there, would you buy it?
Dude, just pull up the video.
Rail Beast.
I don't know if you can pull up YouTube videos while we're streaming, but I think you can. If you here, I'll send it to our group.
So Dakman made an interesting comment here. So LGB painted trains in an Amtrak paint scheme, but didn't apply the decals to get out of copyrights. However, they included the decals.
Okay, yeah, see, exactly.
So there's a loophole to that.
There's a loophole. Thanks, Dakman. So yeah, exactly. Like, because what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to do the Microsoft Train Simulator -9, and
yes, 4723.
Yeah, and I'm super like just don't want to mess it up or anything like that. But I can just, hey sir, have fun. I'll get it in 6 or however many weeks. You know what I mean? But like, but that Tiger Train.
So,
I'm gonna say
for anyone that's may not be familiar with this, so Microsoft Train Simulator was like one of the first train simulators to get the action and the detail correct. Like they were the very first one. They came out I think about less than a year before trains started becoming a thing, and so they actually
1999, I think, or
2001, early 2001. So, and basically speaking, one of the engines that they worked on was the -9, in this case here, 4723. And Microsoft actually used the engine as the standard freight diesel. They did a -9, a GP38, and then they did an SD40, and then they had a patch later on. They did an SD40-2. So because of the fact that it's because of the fact that this is kind of like the legendary engine, and they've kept the logo on there, so that the Microsoft Train Simulator engine. So that's kind of a seen as a heritage unit just because of the fact of it was featured in that. Even though nowadays modern rail fans may not even know what that was.
It will be done. Just need to do it right. I'm doing research. It's just it's a lot to attack a plastic body without attacking paint.
So Thomas, I got a quote for you for your next merch.
Okay.
Let's put Thomas's Trains on the front, and then on the back it says it can be done.
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, I got the
like
perfect one here. So this is probably going to be like, yes, you need to get a graffiti saying "restore it" and run it on the main line.
No.
Right on the main line.
Maybe okay.
Wait.
There's a meme that's attached to that saying.
While Ben is still in the video, Larkin, I also sent it to you in a message on Facebook, and then I also posted it to our chat. But pull up that video, and if you can pull up the video, dude.
Oh, it's
fantastic.
No, it's the video of the dude painting that train.
You have to. Oh, let me see if I can
send it to you. I sent it to you in Messenger, and it's also on the O-Gauge crew.
Okay, here. So. It was like, Ben, go save your boy. I don't think he's ready for this.
Oh my gosh.
What's up, Sam? Hope you're doing all right this evening.
Sam Gable, how's it going?
So let me at least see. So hold on here. Let me at least pull this. Let me at least take this down here, and let me at least go and.
Thanks, sir. I'm really loving. I love the customer service because I grew up in the whole customer service, and just can be done. And yeah, we got you. I love it. It's great.
No, this is fun. It's exciting. Creating something, and when you're sending it off, getting it, none's better, man. It's like, trying new things.
So look how wild this thing is, man. Like,
so it's private property, no trespassing. Of course, they would show that off.
Hold on, I think trespassing. The screen.
Well, let's put this one. Just because it's only illegal if you get caught.
You're right.
Oh, Dan, you know how accurate that is,
dude. Look at this.
Yeah, it's unfortunately that's kind of the.
Look at that. They're just in the dead
all those cans
with headlamps.
Dude, they got one just passing by too.
Wait,
this is going on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is fire, man. When they show the painting the eyes, that's great.
It's just so tickling, just the fact that this is one of the things I love about these. It's like these railroads, like they don't agree with the graffitis, like because technically it's vandalism, but it's like if they're so good, they're like, we don't condone this, but
well, I mean, look at a good example of that is some of the CSX units, like some of like the Jeep units, like some people have basically they've done the research to like whatever unit they painted on, they put like the original railroad it came in as, which I think is kind of cool. And for whatever reason, CSX hasn't painted over it. So I'm like,
it kind of makes you wonder, like, was this intentionally done? Like, and CSX knew about it, or they're kind of like.
I think I know why. It's because CSX is like, looking at it now, the CSX heritage units isn't that great. So we'll just silently approve of this other one.
It was a backup plan to their heritage units.
Backup plan, yeah.
Yeah.
It was all a psyop.
So here's something. Here's something else here that if we ever do a customer, I mean, look at it's not just the fuel tank you have to think about, but also the wheels.
Dude.
So then the trucks. That would be fun. I mean, of course,
That would be gnarly.
that would be.
And sir, I don't know if you would potentially run this as like a promotional thing, but like, let's just say, hey, first 10 people, and then it's gone. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm potentially starting to dabble in the card collecting thing too. And when you see like 1-of-1s, 1 of 25s, I mean, we all potentially have some of those in custom runs, but when you're like 1 of like 10,
yeah,
that's something pretty cool. And you're like, yeah, that's a piece to look at. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
this is one.
I'll sell one of my locomotives to get this one.
you mean like you got like 100,000 of them, Dan. You could probably
Dan's collection on diesel locomotives is insane.
See, what I would do is like I have a couple fantasy paint schemes, but if it's this locomotive, I got to get the actual prototypical one to him.
Okay.
Which is a SD60M.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's just I'm just tickled the fact that like Thomas, this is what I was telling you. It can be quite unpredictable in here, and sometimes we can send you down a rabbit hole that you might not be ready for.
Dude, we've been talking about graffiti locomotives for probably like 30 minutes already. But hey, so here's this idea: floodgates open.
But in all seriousness, so Thomas, so one of the things that I've noticed here is like as the hobby continues to grow and as more people are entering the content creator scene and bringing something new to the table, I mean, it's going to get competitive in terms of like how are you going to stand out. And so, in my opinion, this is probably your thing that makes you stand out is your custom run cars. Because, I mean, yes, you have guys like Muffins and Mecca and Legacy Station that do custom runs, but nobody does the graffiti the way that you do. And in my opinion, I think this is something that you should hold on to and just embrace. Because this is your perfect niche. And if you continue going down this and eventually you can get to something like this, they'll keep you in business for a while.
For sure. Yeah, I definitely agree. I guess it's just about the things that we're seeing going on in the hobby with what we were talking about earlier, the firing of people and things like that. It's
data Wi-Fi.
Did it wipe out? Oh no.
Clear.
No way.
No way.
All right, hang on. Hey, give him a second.
Give a second.
So we'll give him a second here. So
see, if this was me, Ben, Stu, or Gizmo would probably be holding up a bag of potato chips, or in Ben's case, he held up.
I've got Fritos if this counts.
Oh, there it is.
That was the straight up thing. I was like so happy. I was like, "Hey, Ben, and then
they took out his thing.
Sack of potatoes.
They realized that he was having too much fun.
He realized too much. They took him off the air.
All right, there he is. He's back.
Woo!
Okay.
Hey, did someone get a case of potato Wi-Fi?
Man, my computer just died on me. I thought my plug was plugged in and wasn't in all the way.
No.
I was like, this is a little abrupt.
No, so what I was saying is, the things that we see going on, it's like you got to sign with the times, man. You got to keep things fresh, and the ideas got to keep coming, and you got to just keep shaking things up, man. So definitely, staying ahead of the game is what I plan on doing. And, I'm just going to say this one thing, and I'm not going to talk about it at all, but I got something in the works that's going to shake this whole hobby industry up from the core. That's all I'm going to say, man. So
you have me on my
definitely
toes.
staying ahead of the game. And it's nothing that anyone's gonna even be thinking of. It's that far out, man. So that's all I can say.
So, man, it's just.
I feel like we're at like a Comic-Con and like we just got the new announcement of a new movie.
Yes.
Whoa.
Definitely that, man. It's just like I said, staying ahead of the game.
So I gotta ask you. So speaking of Comic-Con and stuff, so. Obviously, the Comic-Con equivalent for this hobby is, okay, all right, Ben. So the artwork Thomas does is tailored to It's always hot and always unpredictable.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's why it's 1 of 1.
He's talking about a custom paint job he's doing for me. But no, going back to what I was saying here. So obviously the Comic-Con is York for us, or at least that's the equivalent of it. So what was the experience like going to York for the first time, at least for you? Was it eye-opening, or was it something that you kind of knew that it was going to be the way it turned out to be, or was this more of like, whoa, I didn't realize it was like this?
Yeah. So when I first got into the hobby, obviously I was just looking at videos of people going to York and these train shows, and it was like, man, I wish I was there. Man, I wish I was there. So, getting to experience that with my son. I hate that my camera looks like this, but there's nothing I can do. But getting to experience that with my son, it was amazing, man. I didn't expect it. I didn't even get to visit half of the halls. It was so much, so it's one of those deals where you got to just take it down year by year. It's like, maybe I'm going to get to check out these halls the next time I go. But no, it was just amazing seeing everybody, that we've, you might have talked to, or I've seen on a podcast or on binge trains. It's just, putting faces to the names. It was amazing, man. And then just walking down the aisles and people seeing me like, yo, Thomas and his trains, what's up? Can I get a picture? It's like, that was just crazy.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the big thing that was the big thing that, at least when I went to York for the first time, like, people were like, hey, like, I want to hang out with you. Because I remember Dan, who's a couple of the photos above me here. I remember, like, he was like, hey, I'd like to hang out with you. And when I first met him, like, oh my gosh, you're tall.
He was looking up at me.
Dude, I've been told how tall he is.
He's a tower.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, so pretty much Sam says this here. First time at York is overwhelming. I mean, he's spot on. I mean, it's Will, that'll be you. That'll be you, man.
I know.
I mean,
there's some talks about, do we do York or do we do the Big A? And it's like
both.
I need light.
So the thing that I've learned, at least with Amherst, you're talking about Amherst, right?
Yeah.
So here's my thought, at least on Amherst. So at least from what I've gathered, I mean, it's a good show, but it's really more catered to the rivet counter community, specifically like the HO and the N scale community. You're smirking over there, Thomas. You know
Is
I'm right.
it?
When you say rivet counter, I heard someone say that. It's like, what do you mean by rivet counter? Like people that are diehard, like prototypical? Mm-hmm. Is that what that means?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's funny to me. It's just,
I mean, I would say so, but I mean, I will say this, that there's nothing wrong with getting the details as correct as possible. There is nothing wrong with that. But there's a certain point in time where it's like, when is too much,
Too much. Yeah.
When is too much.
Right.
I mean, I think with the Big A versus York, right? So York is a TCA show geared towards the O-gauge market. You're going to see things that you're not going to really see. It's like Vegas. Like, you're just going to – it's like everything's there. But then, like, the Big A, how I'm comparing it is like to the Rocky Mountain Train Show, where you have also all the dealers there, Lionel, MTH, Bachman, Athearn, KD, Sunset Third Rail. All these vendors are there. And I don't know. I'm just trying to weigh up my options because I don't know.
Well, I will tell you this, Will. If you decide to go to York, you should come with us to see the 2102.
Well, and that's the thing that I think what I think that's going to be something that's going to help York out is not just the fact that you've got the show itself, but also you've got the experiences too. I mean, you've got Lower Susquehanna that's now starting to carry some of the weight. I know, of course, you got Chris Montagna that's next door. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's there, and I think that's the biggest thing I think that York has going for that Amherst doesn't, because Amherst, you've got the show, and I'll be honest, it's not the greatest location in the world. And I'm not saying it's a terrible location by any means. It's just
it is a strange location. I will tell you. I mean,
it's quite away from Boston, and it's quite away from the Northeast Corridor. I mean, if it was like in the Boston area, that would make sense.
Oh,
But the thing is, though, with York, you're right in Pennsylvania, so you're within a day's drive of most of the O gauge population. And so, and the other thing too is the fact that I think it needs to be more than just a train show. Like, it's an experience. I mean, the content creators is what's building York right now, in my opinion, is because the fact that it's a hangout for us. It's a time for us to express ourselves. It's our time where it's our Comic-Con, and so. But I know some people say that like it is unfortunate that Lionel's not there, and I agree. But I think it's gonna be a matter of time before they come back, especially with the fact that they got new ownership now. They got a new command in there, and let's see, and we'll see how that goes.
So we're talking about shows. Hey, sir, this brings up a good point. Have you gone to shows as your storefront before?
I haven't. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. The store. What do you mean? Like, have I set up at any place?
Yeah. So like, Rocky Mountain Train Show, they have Rocky Mountain Train Supply. They have all these dealers, but like, I don't see. I mean, there's definitely people, but like, people who don't do internet or don't do websites, who may have flip phones, they see your products and they see it there. You're like, oh dang. It's like, oh yeah, just go to Thomas and his trains. The booth's right over there. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like a hangout crew. I don't know. I'm pitching out all these ideas, and I can see like you're on like a banner and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's just like another way. But you're from Illinois, correct?
Iowa.
Oh, that's why you're the Iowa. You're in Iowa.
I don't know a lot of train shows that are in Iowa.
No, they got Iowa Interstate Railroad. They had the QJs. And he's got Boone and Scenic Valley. So
okay.
Yep.
Now that I was wondering, because I was like, I think he's an Iowa guy, and I'm like, oh man, if that was true, then I'm gonna give you a hard time because I'm an Illini guy. So we don't like Iowa where we're at.
Yep. Yeah. No, I thought about. Obviously, I'm with my store. It's very fresh, so something I thought about, but just one thing at a time right now is just where I'm at here in Iowa. There's a lot of HO, so I'm just trying to build up the O scale scene, and get more people back into that, so we really don't have any stores around here that are within, in the city, there's none. So you got to drive, a couple hours to get to, a smaller town that has it. So I'm the only store in the city. So we're just, building that up. And we have a train show coming up. I think it's next weekend here. We're in Iowa. I'm in Kansas City right now, but in Iowa. And that's usually the only show that's in the city. It comes in March. I think it's called the Great Train Show. That's something in the future that I'll probably start with and see how it goes, and then maybe I can branch out from there. But I definitely would love it. It's just about figuring out how to do it.
I think what you need to do in this, then take this with a grain of salt. So I think that if you do start doing train shows and you're trying to get your name out there, show your best. Like if you can show off like the Halloween car, for example, I think that would be an excellent starting spot. Bring the Simpsons one, bring the Cartoon Network one, and bring the Peanuts one, because I think if you show off your original one, say this is how we started and this is where we're at, and then of course explain where you're open to ideas, and really hone in on the fact that these are custom upon request. Because I think if you show off what you're capable of, you show off your high end, then I think you're going to be able to get some good business out of it. Because I think there's a lot more O-gaugers out there that maybe they're not familiar with social media, or maybe they don't know how to connect. Right. I mean, that's one of the things I try to do. That's one of the things that Ben tries to do. Is he tries to do the Train Talk Tuesday, or at least one of the things that benefits him is the fact that it gives people a chance to express it that maybe they couldn't before.
Right. So for sure.
Yeah.
But
I think your approach to this is super methodical, right? So you're building it up piece by piece and progressional. I did not know you're from Iowa. Not gonna lie, I kind of wish you were closer to Colorado, because it'd be like, hey, Rocky Mountain Train Show's coming. Let's go. I know they got
right.
Wait. What city in Iowa are you? Let me rephrase this. So, are you closer to Council Bluffs, that area, or are you closer like Des Moines area?
Des Moines, that's the capital. That's where I'm from, Des Moines. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh man, have you ever been to Trainland USA?
Man, I haven't. I was just talking to a guy that in my detailing business, they brought a car in from a place, and he's seen my store, and he was in there talking. He's like, "You ever been to Trainland?" I'm like, "No." I was thinking Train World in New York. I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Oh, that's in I can't remember where he said, but somewhere in Iowa." So I haven't even heard of them. But
Yeah, because I remember they've been around for a long time. I mean, I remember Tom McComas did a segment on them, and then there was the long gone train shop, like the one that was in Des Moines that was done by Clark Dunn, the Broadway designer.
Okay.
And I mean, it's long gone now, but Trainland USA is still there. I mean, I don't know how much it's up to date, but man, it was really cool. So, but I really think that, maybe, try some of the smaller ones, like that, for sure is gonna have some O-gauge stuff. And then I think, once you're ready, maybe reach out a little bit. Like, you don't necessarily have to do like York. I mean, maybe try going to Rocky Mountain Train Show, because I know that that's gonna be a good starting spot. I mean, and of course you've got Chicagoland. I mean, you've got Chicagoland, and and of course, I'm surprised no one's even mentioned yet. You've got Train Fest in Milwaukee every November. That's a big one.
Oh yeah.
And then of course Dan would probably be like, "Hey, you can always come here when Detroit Three Railers is having their big stuff over here." Dan would be like,
"Do you also have a YouTube channel by chance?"
I don't have any content on there yet. No.
Okay. I mean, I love first off, I love your store, love your business. And I'm just starting to think, like, because Larkin brings up a good point. Dan, Cody, they bring up great points too. Like, it's a community, it's a family, it's about outreach, and I've already fallen in love with the graffiti stuff, but I can just see a video of, your artist at work, and you're filming him or her just like, hey, like, this is how we do the custom runs. And they're just like painting. And then it's like the cool shots, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can just see
like how it's made, like
sort of like how it's made, like a promotional video on just like on this stuff, right? And it's
the artist too,
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then you were just talking about your brand, right? So one thing I think it's pretty cool that you participated in the Ben's Trains Awards last year, and I got my Berwick from you, which was sick.
Right.
Which that thing is awesome. I love that thing. I never thought I would get one of those.
Oh, Ben made well, first off, new whatever.
What
Secondly, he said, "Don't go to Jacksonville, Florida. Only crazies live there."
There's a reason why they call them the Florida Men.
but Ben actually made an interesting call.
Yeah, his name is already definitely out there and growing for sure.
So, I mean, I think the online approach has. Actually, I'll pull it up here. So I think the online approach has been as effective. Not sure if a booth at York would be as effective, as his name is definitely out there and growing. I mean, maybe York. I mean, I think I agree with him, because you're already well known and well respected in the O-gauge community. I mean, I think maybe you should also build a local, because I think that's going to be the key for those that really want to go to the next level, is the fact that you have to think not only in the big picture, but also the local picture too. I mean, even if it's only one or two people, that's one or two people that you have that you didn't have before. So that's kind of the thing too, is like I said, there's a lot of people that are into this hobby, but maybe they're intimidated by the price, or maybe they think they have to have like $1 million collection in order to be. No, that's not how it works.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. What I've done since I've started is, been working. And like I said, I didn't expect any of this, and it's just, the business has taken off. It was good to know, like Christmas time, we sent out thank yous, and a lot of people, that do business with the bigger names and the people that have been around a long time said they haven't even received a thank you from, a Christmas card. It's like, well, I appreciate everybody. And to me, that's how you do good business. It's like, I've been around in business all my life, and, I'm pretty successful in my business prior to this, so everything, like I said, is just, how Will kind of said, methodical, and it's just, making the right steps and not skipping steps on the ladder. That's the biggest thing.
Yes.
You don't skip steps. So
no, you can't, especially nowadays. Like, those steps are so calculated, methodical. And the thing is, they might seem small, but to people, one thing that you do, when I got that Berwick, you have custom tape.
Correct.
You have stickers. Dude, it's all about the brand. I know when I'm getting a Thomas and his Trains box because it has the branding on the tape. It's gonna have stickers. It's the stickers on my Nalgene right now. So
yeah, that's it, man. It's just really appreciation, man. It's people want to make a killing on that one item or that one train, and it's like, well, I can be fair, and I'm gonna get you to come back. And it's like, a lot of business on my Thomas and his Trains is repeat customers. It's people sending me emails thanking me, and I just had a gentleman that's been retired from the firehouse. He was a fire chief for 45 years, and he came across Thomas and his Trains and bought a train, and he can't wait to run it on the layout and send me a video. And it's like, that's what makes me happy. It's like, doing the right thing, and then people appreciate it, and they want me to see what's going on, like I did something right. So that's what I like to do, and I like to give it back, man. Just show my appreciation. So when Ben's did his Train Talk Awards, and we did the 4 days of Train Talk Christmas, it's just giving back. You got your Berwick, is because it's just appreciation. It's support. People might not be able to support you this way, but the support comes another way. It's not all about money. It just support is support. And if it's positive, that's what helps, and that's what builds and pushes the community forward. So that's what I'm about. It's having respect for the community, because I'm new in this, and I respect everybody and their opinion, and I take their advice. The artwork, that's a lot of people sending me artwork, and I'm listening to you guys about the engine, and it's just applying that and putting my twist on it. And I feel like that's what is separating me, and it just is something new that the game needed, the hobby needed, and it's just keeping it fresh, man. And that's what I'm here to do. And it's like, I appreciate you guys taking the time out to give me a way to show my brand off and everything like that. Like, it's super dope, man. And this is what the hobby's all about, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and we'll finish up here a little early, because I know that it's you took some time out of your evening, and so we won't hold you down for too much longer here. But just any closing thoughts, guys, or anything you guys want to say, but then we'll finish up.
I think you're going to go big.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be receiving quite a few emails.
You're going to get a lot of them, probably.
I think
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, if there's any requests for Webster Pacific stuff, you can easily go ahead and put it in spam.
Yeah, just make sure you like tell them the contrary of, like, actually the Western Pacific is called the Pacific West, or the what Pacific?
I think I'm
going to have to figure out something good for you, man. That Western Pacific Berwick, I love that Western Pacific Berwick. I loved it. It's like, I had a couple of those.
If we could get some custom numbered WP Berwicks, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, no.
I'm in trouble now.
All good.
All right, here. So we'll go ahead and close it up. Thomas, thank you so much for taking some time in this evening, just hanging out with us and sharing your story, and letting us pick your brain, and maybe give you a few ideas for the near future.
Yeah, definitely. I need followers, man. So if people aren't following me, you can catch me on Instagram and TikTok at Thomas and His Trains. My website is thomasandhistrains.com. Hit me up, man. Follow me, hit me up, shoot me a message, just say hello. And, I always write everyone back, and I love to talk trains, man. It's just something new. It's just a growing passion for me, so, hey, hit me up, man. And let's see what we can put together. And that Tiger train is definitely going to be something, it's almost like we can come up with how Lionel just dropped the Florida auto carrier set.
Oh, the Florida East Coast one?
Exactly, the Florida East Coast. You can do the Tiger train, and you said with the box cars or whatever, and just have, your own set. It's like, I'm definitely game on that. I love that. Hopefully no one steals that idea and runs with it before I can get to it.
But they probably won't be as good as yours.
But yeah, no, I appreciate it, and definitely give you guys the credit when it does appear.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Well,
sure.
hey, well, thank you guys so much thank you everyone for who tuned in here. So we will definitely be back on next month. So our plan is we'll try to do a live stream before the last weekend before York, and then we'll just go from there. So you guys stay here for a moment. So for the Trains of Lark show, I am Trains of Lark. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next month.
See ya.
Thank you, guys.